Well, once again, it's going to be tariff limelight that we are going to be focusing on. This time, as Donald Trump had been constantly indicating that pharma will see never seen before kind of tariffs. He's talked about 100% tariff on branded and on patented products. Now, of course, we are given to understand that this may only impact companies which have, exposure to large branded and patented products in the US, which they are not producing in the US. But those that are in generics so far have not been impacted. So a large part of pharma, at least from this information, might not be impacted to a great extent. But what happens from here on will again be a question mark. But finally, the pharma space. How are you looking at it, sir?
I think we did discuss about pharma a couple of weeks back, and what I mentioned then, I continue to have the same view, which is that it's going to be very difficult for the US administration to put tariffs on generics because
Yes.
that is going to hurt the cost of medication there, and that is going to not go down well with the people. So that's number one.
Yeah.
Second, I think if you look at the price of patented medicines in the US, it's actually atrocious. I mean, if you look at the same drugs sold in other developed markets like in the EU, US patients need to pay sometimes multiple times the price, right? So, in a way, I think this is short-term negative for the even the large patent pharma companies. But over time, I think there has to be some kind of rationalization of prices across the world, even for patented drugs. Especially, I mean, there could be two kinds of prices, one for the developed market, one for emerging markets, and like that. So right now, I think two parts to it. One is don't see too much of an impact on the Indian pharma, except maybe a Sun or maybe to an extent Wakhat, simply because they are in the patented pharma. At least that is the promise that they have. Sun is a fairly
Yes.
big player in the US patented market.
Absolutely. Abhishek ji, you've clearly pointed out that, of course, till the time it hits generic majors, it's still okay. But generics, it's going to be very tough for even the US markets to impact. Let me just show you and tell you what is exactly happening here. You're seeing some graphics on your screens, viewers. Remember, in 2024-2025, we had, as a pharma industry, $10.5 billion worth of exports to the US. Out of this, the branded formulations contributed $1 billion of exports, whereas $9.5 billion were largely contributed by the generics division. So you can clearly understand that this 100% tariff is to the tune of that $1 billion of exports that we have.
If you like the video, do like, comment, share and subscribe.